to Deutsch L. Perry Stadium in Bowling Green, Ohio. Just about halfway through the season, and things are starting to take shape here in our coverage of EA Sports College Football. It's the Sacramento State Hornets and the Bowling Green Falcons. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Catching up with the Sacramento State head coach before the game, this is a crucial moment in their season. They've got to decide what type of team they are. They're finding ways to lose close games, and they've got to get their first win in conference play. Coach says it's crucial that they get off to a good start here today. He wants focus, communication, and more dominance and physicality at the line of scrimmage. I'll keep you posted on how they look down here from the field level to start the first quarter. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily. A superstar, they'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need it.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and you cannot turn the ball over.
Nah, you got to hold on to that rock, but it would be nice. I think this offense will really open up with some more consistency at this spot. Now, a running back they can really depend on. He becomes that guy. If he can grow into that, this offense can take that next step.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. After the miss on 3rd down, the punt team is on the field. He's got it. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So Bowling Green's offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. And I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
Finds us back in the middle. Breaks into the open. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Pass completion, move the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Makes the grab. It's sharp. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. And the Falcons will snap it on 1st and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. They get him on the ground at the 33, but not before he picks up 6. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. The give on the option. Got a little grass. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Falcons kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. And the Falcons have moved it inside the 20. Motion from the back. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Oh, they're after him. Grabs it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
He's got him. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. They lost ground on first down, now 2nd and goal from the 5. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4. They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. The snap sets up to throw. Setting up the screen. And the screen goes nowhere. They stop him for no gain on the play. I see a look of disappointment from this kicker, but that offense is happy. They'll stay out there and go for it. 4th and goal from the 4. He's looking to throw. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Bowling Green. And they strike first.
And I love the aggressiveness early. Love that they went for it on 4th down. They punch it in. They get the 7. And here's the thing, Palmer. I love the aggressiveness. When you start to get those goal-to-goal situations, the defense now, even if they get a stop, they got to go the whole length of a field against my squad. Love people that go for touchdowns instead of field goals down here.
Well, I think the offensive line also helps the head coach make that call, knowing that he can trust these guys to get it done. These guys are battle-tested. A lot of these players have been in big games and played in big moments. So here you are early in this situation. Let's roll the dice. Let's capitalize on this and trust those big fellas to get it done.
Snagged in the middle. It's Burrell. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Back to pass. Bring in the heat. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the defense got it.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Has it. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll go with a direct snap. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. First play of the drive comes from the 22. He'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the grab on the left. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They want to get the ball in the hands of playmakers, and they did, but this time the defense up to the challenge.
And when you slide that running back out of the backfield, like I'm thinking pass, I got to be locked in, and I got to see him, and the linebackers have to see him and understand when the quarterback throws him the football. I got to break on it, and everybody's got to corral him because he's so dangerous after the catch.
They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man, it's Curtis. Turning it on! There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the period. Bowling Green is on top. As we take a look at the stats, things a little one-sided so far. So first down here as they go back to work. He goes right back to the air. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Burrell. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's 2nd and 6. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. The run inside. It's Curtis. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle.
But, and he's got room. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They'll run the option. Now the toss. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved the touchdown at least for now. Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard. This is now a 7-point game.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll bring it out. It's Weaver. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it. The Falcons come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. To the ground to try to move the chains. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been 3rd down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
They're going to ride this running back. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. Line getting set on 2nd down. On the option. He'll toss it. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. And the Falcons come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Could be an alley. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. The Falcons have it with a 1st and 10. Right back to the well.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Here's the pressure. He's sacked. This defense all over it. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Falcons will punt this one away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. They call it a coffin corner kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line. Gonna run it. It's Curtis. And they didn't pick up any extra room to operate, but they at least got it back to the original line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to the ground with the running back. Just make sure to take care of that football. He stopped after a short gain. It'll be 3rd down. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And they'll stop him short of the 1st down, and they've got a timeout if they want to try to get the ball back before halftime. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Makes a move. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. He lets one fly deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Gets rid of it. This one's complete. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Just enough time for one final play in this half. They'll give it on the counter. Makes his man miss. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Men, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. We begin with a look at Penn State taking on the number 4 team, the USC Trojans. And it's the Nittany Lions, setting school records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. 2 teams who were very familiar with the end zone today. The victory gets this team to 4-2. It has not been a perfect start, but they are right in position entering the second half. Now back to your game in Bowling Green. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Doak L. Perry Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Johnson. He's tackled right there, but a good job to pick his way and find some room on that return. Before we kick off the second half, Holly Rowe, what do you have?
checking in with Coach George at the half. Listen, things have not been going right lately, but they have found some momentum here in this ballgame. He said, I know we've got a lot of clock left, a lot of game left, but it all starts right now to continue to believe. They get the ball to start the second half, and we'll see if they take that first half momentum into the third. Back to you guys.
Appreciate that, Holly.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
Short completion on first down, and here they are with 2nd and 8. Got the back over the middle. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Got it done in the passing game on the last play, and let's see what they do on first down. Off the play fake. Here comes the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Gives it on the option. Only able to pick up a yard. It'll be 3rd and 9.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Quickly out to the tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Falcons decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they can't get on top of it to down it, so that ball will come out to the 20. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. They'll toss it to the outside on the left. Here's a little room there. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. This time he wants to throw. Right on the money. Still on his feet at the 45. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Curtis. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
They boot it away on fourth down, and he muffs it, a loose football.
And that was almost a huge mistake by special teams. On the punt return, fumbling the football. They are so lucky that they jumped on that ball and that their offense is now going to take the field, because that could have been disastrous.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Backed up now. Here's second and long. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Picks up the first down. At the 35, he's open. Oh, what a cut! Rolled into enemy territory and all the way to the 44-yard line. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. The play action fake. Makes the grab. Oh, he got loose. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. And the Falcons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. It's caught. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. Trying to pound it in. And he charges across the line. Touchdown, BG! No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
Man, you see all the time this running back has spent in the weight room this offseason. Did you see that stiff arm? He just pile drive that defender into the ground, get off me, and he's able to walk in for the score.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
They'll go to the counter. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the pass falls incomplete, and we have played 3 quarters. After the incomplete pass, there is a player down on the field. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. And here comes the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll field the punt. Slips through the line. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Bowling Green's offense will take the field to start the drive. This offense was challenged after a poor showing last week, and they have answered the bell. They'll send the back in motion. The short hands, it's Sims. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Falcons can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. That one interception and the loss last week really stuck with him, but he's answered by taking care of the football in this game.
Nice answer. Just a nice bounce back. When you're the leader and you're the guy that everybody looks to and you handle adversity from last week like you did today in this game, nice job by this quarterback leading this team.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got a man. It's Clay. There to make the tackle, but their big throw is good enough to give them a first down. And the Falcons come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the right. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Got his man. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. The Falcons, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. Give to the back. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. And this one shouldn't be too taxing, a 23-yard try. Absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and at this point of the game, you just can't afford many of those. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Pulls it in. It's Burrell. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Wants to throw again. Unloads to the wideout. And the misconnection on 3rd down.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is...
And guys, hold that thought just a second because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. It's complete. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pressure coming. Back open in the middle. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. After the 7-yard completion, it's now 2nd and 3. Throws to the tight end. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. Quick completion on the out route. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game. But the drive off to a good start. You get the 1st down, you get out of bounds, you're working the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Wants to throw it again. Working that left side now. Timeout taken by the offense as their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
It's complete. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. New set of downs after the completion. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Let's it fly. Touchdown, Sacramento State. Quick strike through the air for the score. On to attempt the try. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. That is what they mean when they say ball control. A 14-play touchdown drive. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
And you're just waiting for that right bounce, that right skip for that ball to get 10 yards to try to make something happen and make a miracle come to fruition. And, Palmer, it's not going to happen. The defense's hands team, they were ready, they were dialed in, and they get the football back.
Yeah, they fall on that one, David, and they can breathe a little bit easier now. But let's be honest, I mean, in college football, we've seen crazier things happen in these types of situations. The ball takes a crazy bounce. There's